Hulolo. I'm tabbed out of the game. That's why there's no audio. Don't panic. I'll need a second. I want to try something out. Hulu. Drive C. I've been booped. Oh no. Not the boop. Close this, yes. Delete that. Wait a minute. So that is done. Hum. I've been hotly debating today if I want to play this or do a dev stream, because I had the funny idea yesterday. Because we have this, like, intermittent stream issue where the stream just kind of half freezes for a second, which is really annoying, and it's even more annoying if I don't notice, or if there's nobody around to tell me, because then there will just be a freeze frame for minutes on stream. But I really don't want to use, like, a capture card to just capture my screen. But I have Windows Enterprise, because I'm cool. Like, I have a legitimate copy of Windows Enterprise. Everyone can have Windows Enterprise, not everyone can have a copy of Windows Enterprise in their name. Legally. So that's what I have. I have a legal copy of Windows Enterprise under my name. Windows Enterprise has this fun feature called Remove Display from Desktop. With Remove Display from Desktop, you can put a monitor in a mode where stuff like DirectX can still render to it, but your desktop doesn't go on it anymore. And the reason they made this is for, like, kiosks. You know, like those McDonald's ordering systems, they are all running Windows, and they have like one screen attached to it somewhere, maybe in the cabinet, maybe in a different room, that actually displays like a regular Windows desktop, but so that you don't have that issue where the Windows desktop is visible on the machine. You can program the application that runs the kiosk in a way where it renders to that like detached display, and then you can put the display that's actually, like, on the terminal in that mode. So if the application crashes, it's just black instead of showing the Windows desktop. And I wanted to use that to push my OBS output to it. To just render my OBS output onto that screen. And I've been trying that for a few minutes, for a few hours now, and I haven't gotten it to work yet, but I was, like, considering maybe trying a different approach, because I've been trying to make this as an OBS plugin, but I just realized, like, if I have this, technically speaking, I don't need to run regular OBS anymore. I just want libOBS, which is the embedded version of OBS. I just want OBS for the capture part, but if I can manage to write a program that gets the frame data from OBS in a usable format, and can then just render something onto that display, that could just work. And you can make this. Like, OBS, they ship OBS, the program, is basically just a UI front end over OBS DLL, which is actual OBS. OBS is one file, and that contains all of the stuff. All of the good shit is in that file, including the window capture. So yeah, I might just do that. No, I had the idea to, like, right now. I'm telling this like I had the idea before I decided to play Sherlock Holmes, but I didn't. I got the idea just explaining the issue, that I could try that. Now I'm considering just doing a dev stream, because I can make desktop applications no problem. The problem I'm having is with getting it to work as an OBS plugin, but I don't have to have it work as an OBS plugin. I could make my own little app that bundles OBS for the capture. I need to Google this, or I will die of being distracted. Hold on. I don't like that this game mutes itself when you... Can I turn that off in the audio settings? No. No, why would you be able to turn that off? Oh, right, the streamer mode. I could log in. The game... It doesn't work. What? No, it's calling Kraken! No! Okay, never mind. It's trying to use a deprecated API that doesn't exist anymore. No. Yep. Hereditary mental disorder. Let's go. Who doesn't love it? Anyway, rename this to that. And then try starting streamer bot again. Will this work? I'm trying to run my bot off of my Mac, but the problem is that the way they've programmed the Twitch login in the bot doesn't work on Mac, because it's trying to call open, which is a, you know, a helper in Windows that will open programs for you. If you type like open and then the name of a program, it'll do that. But it can also be used to open websites, but it's not passing the URL in correctly. It worked. Let me see if it actually did work. Pronouns. Yes. Awesome. Okay, so I just copied my bot over from Windows, and that works apparently. It can run, you just can't log in. But if you're logged in, it'll work fine. It's so funny. You just need to run it on Windows once to log in, and then copy the whole folder. That's cool. That is funny. Okay. But yeah, I could do that. Key evidence collected. Where am I going, actually? Okay, I'm going to the town hall to find an address to City Hall. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try that next, because I really want to be able to stream in peace. And I really want to use my Mac as the encoder for my stream, because that it has the power and it's not doing anything while I'm streaming. So why not? Okay, let's go to the archive. It's not over. No, that's the Chief Archivist's office. It's this way. Hello. Hey, John. Subject. Prominent person. Actually, newspaper might be better. Now that I think about it for a second. Newspaper might be better. Because we need filters. The registry would work, probably. But not with the information we have right now. Right there. I keep forgetting where this door is. Because it doesn't look like an enterable
Mr.
building.
Holmes, I have something for you.
Do you do?
Mr. Holmes, I see what you're up to. Mysterious stranger pursues betrothed woman. But please, let us keep things professional. I have in my possession an envelope containing details of a special assignment for you. Tell me, are you interested?
Yes.
I believe I am, but to be very clear, Miss Sertle, my interest extends to the message and not the messenger.
So he claims he's not a gal sneaker, seducing women everywhere he goes. Perhaps the truth is even more scandalous?
Spare me the speculation. Return.
The gay.
A gang of smugglers.
What do you mean speculation? You're clearly gay.
In their clammy grip. The British Empire can abide it no longer. Mycroft insists they be disbanded. But this organization only falls with the capture of their odious leader, Friedrich Panzer. And note well.
Not Friedrich Panzer.
Not kill. Inside your envelope is a map marked with the eel's warehouses. But alas, we do not know in which Friedrich Panzer resides.
So even Mycroft has his limits.
Indeed. You must be sure to identify the correct warehouse before entering. Because once one is compromised, the other's occupants will scatter. Here are all the files, and feel free to use the archive too. Again, do not enter the wrong location, nor see any harm done to Friedrich Panzer.
Miss Sertle, if you're quite done with the redundant instructions, I shall get to work.
Well, that's perfect. Tortured hero lashes out after rejected romance. Tomorrow's edition will be a sensation.
Please. Alright. So we want recent. We want somewhere in old city, and we want a celebrity. There we go. Past week is brought as a new scandal regarding the so-called artistic high society. It all began at the painting salon named by a local artist as the Dance of Decadence. The director of a publishing house, the Lion, Darren Terwick, broke the idyll by throwing a chair at the decadent artist, Boniface Mercurio. As Mr. Terwick said later, he did it because Mr. Mercurio brought dishonor to his name. The column writer graciously reminds the reader that recently Mr. Mercurio was spotted with Miss Terwick at a coffee shop. Afterwards, an orchestra conductor, Kurt Gallagher, smashed a painting across Mr. Terwick's head to protect his friend Mercurio. A large brawl started, including a large number of the customers. After a protracted fight, the police arrived. All high society brawlers were arrested and placed under guard for a week. What breathtaking event it was. As your loyal personal advisor, I suggest that you obtain a souvenir from the sellout. Unfortunately, it has since ended, but Boniface Mercurio himself invites our readers to visit his home and purchase one of the paintings. You will find the address Hermes Avenue between Scarlet Street and Olive Street in Old City. Beautiful. Old City, Hermes Avenue, Scarlet Street, and Olive Street. Right here. Perfect. Well, don't mind if I do. I have so many cases open now. I think I should probably do some of the smaller ones so they get away. Theater was here. Just get rid of them. Bonaparte Street in Geniale Street in Scaladio. Oh, Scaladio. Legacy Theater. Here. Alonso.
Oh, so it has taken root.
Huh.
What's taken root? As I recall, when we were growing up, this theatre didn't welcome kids.
You've forgotten, John. Come to the back entrance and I'll refresh your memory.
Huh.
Yet I still see nothing.
You need to focus, my dear friend. Watch me.
Ah. Ah.
Here was our glorious stage. Ring any bells?
Ah, we don't need to dwell on the past, Sherry.
And Hamlet's mother, Gertrude, taking poison. What was the name of that girl? Oh, Georgina, of course.
Ah.
She was our neighbour.
Oh, I remember her. She liked you.
Is that so?
And there you were. The best supporting actor. Silent scene partner, my Yorick. Your presence inspired me. And brought me to tears.
Yet it hurt to know that's all I could be. Inspiration. I couldn't even play the king's ghost. How's that for irony? To be or not to be? Indeed.
I know
Hmm.
why you wanted to forget. The show forced you to confront your limits, except no one else would ever see you but me. Why do you think I cried?
Aww.
In the end, the audience was thrilled. You can still hear their roars after the final act.
You were so pleased with yourself when the theatre director came down to admire your work.
Hmm.
He applauded. A huge gesture from a man for whom children on stage was an anathema.
Hmm. I like this. This is so cute.
One small step for a man, one giant leap for students of the dramatic arts.
Childhood is a time of naivety.
Hmm.
I cannot now imagine seeking a career as an actor, drinking wine all day and gaily treading the boards at night.
Yet you often pretend to be someone else in your search for the truth. You can't act like this side of you disappeared completely.
Quite. This, above all, to thine own self be true.
Aww. That's a cute. It's a cute line. Arnott Street and Scarlet Street. Karen of the Silver Hand. Right. I remember running past this. Arnold Street and Scarlet Street. Hmm. There. Very close to the mining operation. still can't believe I got it right and then they wrote it so disappointing that I thought I got it wrong.
Karim of the Silver Hand, the pirate with a golden heart.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I remembered him.
Hey Sherlock, I'm up here. Guess what I found? A riddle, and it's about a treasure. Listen to this.
What? John, you've surpassed yourself.
What? What? There's no way he's an imaginary friend. How the fuck did he do that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Come on, Sherry. This is just like the old days. Sherlock and John on a pirate's treasure adventure.
Mm-hmm. What was it? You was about in Crooked Street. Done here? Hmm. Ah, whoops. Ba 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 ba. Through here, I believe. Yeah, there. Hello. Gun person. Eurus Road and Crooked Street. Few steps toward the mosque left at the first stairs. What did you miss? I'm basically just doing the little side thingies. Cause I'm getting too many of them. And I don't like how full my quest log is becoming. Almost there. Let's not postpone. You're seeking an ark that's made of stone. Head east from the old ruins, my friend. It guards the ancients until the end.
So the treasure is real, but tell me, John, how did you even guess there would be something on top of the monument?
Didn't I ever tell you about my psychic abilities? I should have. I even know where we ought to go next. What else do you need on a hot day like this?
There is no fucking way he's imaginary. There is no shot. The fuck? Like, at the point where he actively, in universe, perceives something that is out of sight for Sherlock, there is no fucking way he is imaginary unless Sherlock just climbed the fuck up there and hallucinated that John did it. But nobody ever addresses Sherlock's shenanigans either. Like, with the elephant. Yeah, this guy isn't actually real. That's the story at the moment. That guy is Sherlock's imaginary friend. What the fuck? There is no way, because no one ever comments on the stuff that Sherlock must have done if he's truly a figment of Sherlock's imagination. The only thing we know for sure is that nobody reacts to John, so he's at the very least invisible and incorporeal to everyone else. But there is no way he's an hallucination because he has knowledge that is impossible for Sherlock Holmes to have at the same time. Like, he knows the contents of books that Sherlock doesn't want to read. He... Hold on, I need to keep on this quest. But the beginning of this quest is just as insane. I am so done. There is no way there isn't a plot twist of the supernatural variety at the end of this game. We are in a continuity with Sherlock Holmes where, like, this is a reboot. We are not in the same continuity as the old games that Frogwares made with this IP. But even in the old Frogwares games, they did not go out of their way to, like, they went out of their way to make these stories more supernatural than they were. Like, the Hound of the Baskervilles in the old the Hidden Object game we played was an actual, like, demonic apparition. So there's, and the second game, the sequel to this game has Cthulhu in it. So, like, actual Cthulhu. They bought the IP. They didn't buy the IP. It's in public domain now. They took Cthulhu and they put it in the game. It is not out of the question that John is, like, either an entity that is a higher dimension and bound to Sherlock, or, you know, in some other way supernatural and not actually a hallucination. Because there's no way. Also, I just want to say, I hate the fact that the archive of the quest log is on the same menu as the active quest log. It would have cost you $0 to put a fucking tab here. John Watson. Planet level thread. Yes, absolutely. Also, I do want to note that John is spelled differently in this than he is in the original. The H is missing, which in my opinion is significant. Old ruins? What ruins? These ruins? Those ruins? Is there a location called Old Ruins? These look like ruins. The H in John's for humanity. Oh, that's why I don't have a single H in my name. I'm crashing out over John at the moment. It's insane. What is going on in this game? I never thought I'd be this intrigued by a character that was introduced to me as not a real person.
Salty breeze, old ruins, dusty roads. Do you recall clambering over these walls as a child?
Perhaps. Did we find something at the top?
Huh? There is more. Fortress of the Holy Spirit ruins. Stone Ark. I mean, there's a couple of those.
Not bad.
But that's a different... Because, you know, what do you love more than getting more side quests while you're trying to clean up all of your side quests? My favorite. Like, here, this qualifies as ruins. This is where the riddle started. John was up there, on the fucking hand, reading an inscription on the hand that started this side quest, by the way. I am crashing out What the actual fuck? Head east from the old ruins. Oh, there's a bandit lair in there, huh? East? East. Me, my old friend, and I, yeah. But there isn't a location called Old Ruins, right? Right? I'm not tripping. Some of the quest design is a bit questionable at times, so... But east. So it would be there. Because, like, this is the oldest stuff that we've seen in the city so far. It's literally Roman, so... So if I wanted to head east from the old ruins, it would be, like, this way. Back to where we passed through for that other random side quest. If I do look for an arch made of stone, it would be this. Or the other one, but you know. Why cage?
Salty breeze, old ruins, dusty roads. You recall clambering over these walls as a child?
I'm so confused. I'm looking this up. I'm already lost. I'm 30 minutes into the session. I'm already lost again. Sherlock Holmes Silver Hand Riddles. What the fuck do you want from me? What? Oh, it's talking about this. Oh. Literally just the area called Old Ruins in Grand Surrey. I was too sure that the riddle would be confined to Old Town. It wasn't. Well, somewhere here. Oh, this maybe. Natural stone arch. Yes. Okay. Now that I know my search radius is bigger than just the one part of town. Movable. With the old ruins beneath its feet, find a tree that the treasures keep. You may find one small detail, but that doesn't mean that you have failed.
I always admire the way you notice such details.
In such moments, I often recall Mother's voice teaching us of the importance of the smaller details. The world hangs on small hinges, John.
Even the most chaotic miracle becomes sequential when you take a closer look. I remember.
Aha. Treasure.
Wait, what? Is this Mother's magnifying glass?
Yeah,
I
he was
found that
always
real.
imaginary.
Sherry, you really need to learn to let miracles happen. The whole world is one big, unresolved, chaotic miracle.
What?
But they will become sequential if you take a closer look. I do remember what Mother told us, but that explains nothing.
Just let things happen, alright? Besides, this little miracle will look perfect in our manner, don't you think?
Cool. What the fuck? How did he hold the elephant balloon? You know, that one you can just rationale away by just saying, yeah, no, he didn't. Sherlock held the elephant balloon. Because, like, that scene makes sense in the world of it's all imaginary and it looks a bit different in Sherlock's head. But it's still, like, consistent, other than John being there, with, like, what other people would have perceived. But this riddle is completely stupid. There was, like, actual hidden messages. There was an actual movable stone in the thing. Okay, let's go do Mad Rogue. That is over here. I mean, it is their manor. They also refer to Sherlock's mother as their mother, you know. Ah.
Ah, it was an old skull. What a lucky find for a pair of young adventurers.
It was easier
Yes.
to climb these walls back then. Not merely because we're older, but because the ruins are too. Of course. You said we needed to bury him. Do you remember where?
One would think burying a human skull would stick in the mind, but somehow... no.
Like, a lot of these things are consistent with someone who has DID
An old man was standing
or
here as we
schizophrenia
passed.
or both.
Oh yes, I remember his face as we flew by with a skull in our hands.
He looked as
More
shocked as our
schizophrenia than
grisly
DID, to
companion.
be honest. But a lot of the things also aren't, and I'm not sure if the things that are not consistent with a real life illness are artistic license. The developers not knowing how the actual illness looks, or on purpose, because he's not a figment of Sherlock's imagination. Are we going to unbury the skull?
Nothing ever bothers an old Ottoman backgammon player.
Yeah. I mean, if you have treatment, but it's not 100% working, if you are schizophrenic, you can be aware that you are looking at a hallucination. If you're just on the edge of still having them, because your medication dosage isn't strong enough. Like, that's possible. But we also don't know if Sherlock is medicated.
the right
It hasn't
place for
come up.
We were looking for somewhere more appropriate.
Funny, nowadays you love putting men behind bars.
You're a fellow of infinite jest, aren't you?
But yeah, it is very fun. I would love to know what in the shit is going on here. I think we'll find out if we play enough of the game, but, you know. It's making me
Water level was higher back
confused.
then.
I remember swimming through this mire while trying not to breathe in the horrible odour.
I also do love that they use this to just make John the most unhinged person of all time. Hello. I guess I'll just go. This... Oh, here.
This is where we buried it. It seems that with time, our friend has emerged once more.
Yay.
The skull is ancient. Its likeliest owner was one of the Knights Hospitaller who died during the siege of the fortress. I remember now, you said this skull was my father's.
A child's imagination is a powerful tool. You needed this. A burial process of your own. A ritual so you could begin to grieve.
Here hung those lips that I have kissed, I know not how oft. I felt so...
Huh?
back then, John.
What?
Uncertain.
What about that quote?
Abandoned by my father.
I know.
Hmm.
The skull wasn't his, though it may as well have been. In the earth, all of us look alike. But putting this man to rest, it did help.
I'm glad, Sherry.
I find myself rather tempted to keep it. If not for sentimental value, then it's archaeological merit.
Mm-hmm. I'll see. Hold on, I've been messaged. How else would you hold a skull? Oh, so that is literally just buy all of my furniture back. Okay. Hello.
Miss out on the best. Merhaba. It's a good day for a purchase.
Huh? But not wide enough to hide a body? Ah. Gun?
Don't hurry, we can bar.
Okay, you don't have anything of the old stuff, because that's labeled. It was like the other times you found some that was very clearly stuff from Sherlock's old home. Like, you know, his sketch of John.
Don't pass by. Let's pick something that suits you.
Ah, that's
Don't
the
leave.
clothing trailer.
Take one more.
Oriental. Merhaba. It's a good day for a purchase.
That's the same furniture. Then here was one more. Two more, actually.
The finest clothes for the finest people on the island.
Oh.
Masterpiece. My goods will brighten up your house.
Like this one. Or this one. Or this one. You know. Just like outside, but
Enjoy
without
your
all the
purchase.
murder. Fuck.
Make your garden cozier. My goods will brighten up your house. You always know where to find me.
I do. Yes. Wait. Huh? Why are you still
My
marked as
goods will
new?
brighten up your house.
Oh.
You always know where to find me.
Wait,
Gardens-
what did that
My
say?
goods will brighten up your house.
I forgot to read. Ah.
You always know where to find
The
me.
terrifying power of short
Never-
people.
My goods will brighten up your house.
God.
You always know where to find me.
What in the description? Beautiful, thank you. Okay, and this is a case. Capture Friedrich Prince. I don't think we're gonna do that one yet. We do want to go to this guy's place. Hermes Avenue, Scarlet Street and Olive Street. Which was this corner right here. Did I just teleport into this child? Okay. Oh. Ah, I see. Boniface Mercurio residence.
Excuse me, young man. Where do you think you're going?
Greetings, Mum. I'm looking for the...
I don't care who you're looking for. You shall not pass. No visitors allowed.
I wish to buy a painting from Mr. Boniface Mercurio. Is he at home?
Dearie, tell me, because old age has made me blind. Did someone write Information Bureau on my forehead? Because I'm not here to answer your questions. Entry is for residents only. If you aren't a resident, please leave, or I shall report you to the police.
Mm-hmm. Charming.
No visitors allowed.
One moment. So, guess we need to buy some clothes, huh? What the fuck? A barber wouldn't be bad either.
Don't fuss. Let's pick something that suits you.
Yes. Perfect. Mm. And the beard. Ah. Bruises, I think. Or this one.
A good choice. A good choice indeed.
Gonna be really funny running into him while looking exactly like him, though. Let's fucking go. Nah. Hello.
Boniface, sweetie. Is that you? Ah. Old age does terrible things to one's sight. I didn't recognize you at first.
How are you, Mum? I'm ashamed to admit that I've lost my key. Do you have a spare?
For heaven's sake, how many times will you lose that key of yours? Of course I have a spare. You artists all live in your own little world.
Please, accept my thanks.
I would rather accept your rent. You promised to pay me several weeks ago and I'm still waiting.
I will pay you, I promise, very soon.
You'd better do, my dear. Or else I'll just change the lock. And I won't fall for those cow eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very good. Hello. Ah, yes. Murder.
Judging by post-mortem rigidity, the body lay here for 1 or 2 days. The wound is precise. It was inflicted by a razor or a knife.
Mm-hmm. There's a knife right here. Suicide?
Could be the murder weapon. A normal kitchen knife. Soaked in blood. It seems as if the puddle of blood was here before the rags.
John.
Don't look at me like that, Sherry. I will not touch that dirty floor.
It appears the wine was truly awful. Despite the overall tendency towards mess, you cannot sit with the drawer pulled out like this. Someone left it after searching. I wonder where he got that fancy camera. Aunt May whiskey, brandy bucks. Quite a collection he had here.
Hmm.
The chest has been searched.
Ah. Let me just,
Red skin, tails on the back. Reminds me of Werder's description of the stolen painting.
That one might be a bit spicy for Twitch.
The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material.
Oh.
Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon?
Huh.
The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material.
Nothing on the back? No? Oh, by the way, you weren't there when I tried that yet, Mother. I tried to use the Twitch integration, but the game is too old, and it's trying to use an API that Twitch has shut down. It's trying to use Kraken. Hydra isn't even that new. I think Hydra existed 3 years ago. Why did they make it for Kraken? Who knows? So, Kraken was the old Twitch API, and then a couple of years ago they made a new one called Hydra, and then a long time now. I think it's been like 10 years, a bit. And quite recently they shut down Kraken, so all software that's trying to use the old API just no longer works, including, unfortunately, this game. It's very sad, but also very funny, because I was like, oh, right, the Twitch integration, when I was in the settings or something. I clicked on it, and I was like, why is this an error page? Wait. Oh, no. Wait, that's not the right URL format to log into Twitch. I need to look at the painting again. No, it's grey. What am I missing? I wish there was a highlight interactables button. I just need to leave? Oh, that's locked. That's locked.
Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon?
One on the ground before you left the room? You mean this one? We did look at this.
Hard-made whiskey, brandy bucks. Quite a collection he had here.
That was that one's grey. We also looked at that. This what here is complete. The corpse inspection is complete, right? Yes. That's completed. I'm just gonna look at the painting again one moment.
Red skin, tails on the back, reminds me of Werder's description of the stolen painting.
I would love to take the photo from the developer.
The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material.
And to go over everything with the detail mode. Either I'm missing something or they just want me to leave. Huh.
Do you know what makes a lady happy? Paid rent.
Do you know that the guy you need rent from is dead? How does that make you feel? Oh, there it is.
The blood has dried.
I've heard of this style of painting. It is called expressionism.
Aha! We found it. So did Mercurio steal his own painting? Or did he repaint it? Okay. Huh. Okay, so this one is fixed. Only one option. I think with that one here, it makes sense to have it this way. Have him run out. I want to look at the body again. He doesn't seem to have any impact marks. So I would wager... he was killed on the floor here. He decked the intruder after running up to him like this.
Mercurio was
Yep.
developing photographs when the
Let's go.
intruder snuck in. Mercurio heard him coming. While the thief was searching the chest, the painter ran towards him with a bottle in his hand. He smashed
Easy.
it across the thief's head. The intruder had no choice but to defend himself, and the weapon of opportunity happened to be a kitchen knife. Mercurio stepped aside to grab the painting, but the wine-blinded thief attacked Mercurio's throat. When the thief came to his senses, he saw Mercurio bleeding on the floor. He grabbed the rags and tried to bandage him, but it was too late. Why did Mercurio attempt to snatch the painting in the middle of a fight? To strike the intruder? Not with his painting, it was too important to him.
Curious. So the death was accidental, is what you're saying. I'm curious whether it wasn't a thief's goal. Yes. Okay.
It's time for some chemical magic.
Yes. Chemical analysis. Let's go. 434. So that one's easy. The other two are one short. What does this do? Oh, it increases by 1. Oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for, isn't it? Very good. I've managed to erase the blood by using chemicals. It's still a little, it's a still life painting of the curious room. Let's pin it.
That doesn't look like the painting we need, Sherry.
As expected, but that doesn't mean it won't tell us anything. Let's put it on the easel where it belongs.
Yeah.
I guess this is his
There's
most
something
ordinary
missing.
painting. Spot the two differences, John? If the intruder didn't take it, the skull should be somewhere here.
And then...
I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John?
Two differences.
Nothing behind it.
Not smart, just observant. Like, you know. Different things. Also smart, but not in this instance. Aha! A cutscene? Why?
Monster was actually a man. Poor girl. John, you ought to be thrilled. We are now hunting the devil himself.
What were you saying, Sherry? I was too busy sketching the scene, you know, crimes and such like, daily routine. Did you find something?
A photograph. It depicts a man in a red suit with tails sprouting from his back and multiple people in masks watching the scene. It all adds up. But the act of love, it wasn't given willingly, John. It was a violation. And the girl, she was with child.
Give that to me now. Did you recognize someone?
I didn't know it was playing that kind of game.
From Cordona, she is African. Look at the ritual scars on her face.
Get that image out of your brain. You have to continue the investigation.
I must speak to the landlady. Perhaps she saw or heard something.
So the painting was
Cannot tell the
based
truth about
on a
Mercuria. It will
photograph.
hurt her.
John, that's illogical. Sooner or later, she will come here and discover a corpse, and I still need to talk to her.
Just avoid mentioning corpse, all right? Stick to the character, tell her to call the police.
I'll take that into account.
And wait here. I've redrawn the people in the photograph. Now you can proceed with your investigation without those horrific details.
Has it... Huh? How has he...
You always take me to the best
explained?
places, Sherry.
What the fuck?
What's wrong, dear? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Ah.
Can you tell me if anyone else has recently entered the flat?
Oh, you're talking about that limping man. I'm sorry I let him in. I was scared. And I thought maybe he would motivate you to find money so that you would pay your rent. No offense, dear.
Can you describe him?
Oh, so you weren't at home. I was so certain you didn't leave your flat that day. He was of average height, had a limp and a tattoo on his neck, and he was smoking Malpal cigarettes. My husband used to smoke those. They have a horrible smell I can recognize from a mile away.
Can I ask a favor?
Of course, dearie.
Please call the police and ask them to enter the flat. And don't look inside until they come up.
What? What trouble have you stepped in this time?
It really doesn't matter. Thank you, Mum.
Bye. I'll stop cosplaying You're That Tenant now. Legally distinctly branded cigarette, yes.
That was close. But you did everything correctly. Now, take off your outfit. I can't let you walk around in a dead man's car.
Way ahead of you. I love the faded to black to take off the outfit I was no longer wearing. Okay. Hello.
You're acting so strange today, dear. I hope someday you'll let me inside that
Okay.
head of yours.
Not useful. Depending on how they made that. If it just checks what item you're wearing. Because it did put me in his standard outfit. No matter what I was wearing. I'm pretty sure that's fine. Because it defaults, it just puts on whatever the default settings are for base Sherlock. Who would I ask about this? Because that icon up there is for asking. Hey
Do
you.
you know anything about this?
His Majesty came out of his palace. I know nothing.
Syphilis. Okay, hold on. I do have a wardrobe that should make me affable to mining personnel.
Is this familiar to you?
What a coincidence.
Aha!
I learned this recently myself.
The scars on the girl's face seem to be from Iwi's ethnic group tribe. The only place where you can find them in Cordona is the refugee camp, located under Victoria Bridge between Scaladi and Silverton. I like this minigame. Victoria Bridge. There. Ooh, who's ethnic tribe? Yeah. I don't think that's right, I'll be honest with you. Ritualistic scars is interesting. Under. So...
Beasts!
the fuck? I don't think you want to have said that, Melva.
Murderers!
They're completely livid.
First they come to our land, then they murder our people.
Drop them all into the sea!
Sir, this place is off limits to the public. Please state your business or leave, or I shall request that the police escort you out.
No. She said beasts.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking for a witness for a case.
A private investigator? Really? Even so, you're not authorized. I can't let you in.
And you are?
I'm Ronald Harlow.
Well, time to get cancelled, Melva.
City Hall.
Sorry.
I'm the acting supervisor here.
Pack
So I
up.
have full authority
It's over.
here to ask you to leave, or I shall order the police to detain you for trying to pass the blockade. Please, step back.
Tries to appear older. Overdressed, wants to look authoritative. Sweating. Ronald Harlow is a depressed young clerk exhausted to his day job. City Hall has assigned him to oversee the refugee camp, but he's too tired and indifferent to solve the problems that arise. He has scant moustache, which he thinks makes him look older. Pale skin and bags in his eyes suggest he's tired of his dark, cramped office. Pale young clerk who tried his best to oversee a refugee camp assigned to him by City Hall. He's not very happy. Such a responsibility, but he always does things with a book and executes all tasks he's given. However, he lacks the experience to deal with the problems outside his writing desk. He's attempting to look older than his years by growing a scant mustache. Pale skin and bags under his eyes suggest he works at poorly lit office. He rarely leaves, judging by his clean and barely worn shoes. He craves to look authoritative. Yeah, this one. It's not the first option for once.
What about the murder that this crowd keeps shouting about?
It's mere assumption. I assure you that the situation is under the police's control.
I know you want to deal
He's
with
not even a
this in the
cop,
right
he's
way.
just a
You're
pencil
obviously
pusher.
a professional and a responsible person, but you clearly have never handled a situation like this before.
I am handling it, Mr. Holmes. Don't question my capability here.
And tell me how you do it. You can't even calm this gathered crowd, and as for the police, they're not quite managing it either, are they? You consider yourself a problem solver, but until today, you've been solving problems sitting at your desk in a dark corner of a city hall room. Here, you need a more practical approach.
What are you driving at, Mr. Holmes?
I can help you to handle the situation if you're truly interested in solving things quickly and quietly.
And how exactly would you manage that?
Simply tell the police that I'm with City Hall and I'm permitted to investigate the scene. I'll work out the rest, but in return I need your help finding my witness. She's a young refugee. She's with child or was with child recently.
Look, there is indeed a dead body inside the camp. So even if the girl you are looking for is there, all the refugees are now being detained and interrogated by the police. They won't allow you to speak with her, and I can't do anything about that until the situation settles down.
So it's in our mutual interest to settle it.
Oh, I suppose that things are bad enough that I ought not shy away from help. All right, Mr. Holmes, I'll tell the police to allow you to come inside.
Let's
Just tell me
go.
when you're ready.
Mr. Harlow, how did the refugees end up here exactly?
Oh, so you're not from around here yourself?
I've been away for some time, but I read the papers.
Yes, this whole story has been in the papers for almost a year now. They were smuggled to Cordona on a ship from Africa.
Smuggled? Then why didn't you deport them?
The smugglers managed to sneak them to shore and hide them inside an abandoned warehouse. When the police raided the warehouse and found the refugees there, the ship was already gone. We aren't even certain as to which ship it was. We have busy shipping routes with other colonies these days, you see.
So you decided to lock them up under a bridge?
There was no other option. We're still trying to work out what to do with them. I only hope we'll find a humane solution and not put them on a raft and float them out to sea.
Mr. Harlow, what exactly do you do here? What are your responsibilities?
What I do and what I am responsible for are two different realities, Mr. Holmes. On paper, I am in charge of the camp territory, security, provision, and the refugees in general. What I actually do most of the time is knock on every city hall door trying to obtain some funding, or at least rations for the camp.
The police here on City Hall's behalf too.
They are, minus those who came here after the body was found. The governor won't let the refugees disperse into the island, so there's a significant police presence guarding the camp. Naturally, they answer directly to the police. I have some influence here, but I'm not their direct authority.
I'm ready to take a look at the scene.
All right. Go inside the camp and find Inspector Tewkesbury. He's the officer investigating the scene. Tell him I sent you. Say you're an independent expert from City Hall. He'll fill in the details for you.
I'll find my way with words. Thank you, Mr. Harlow.
Murder! Beasts!
So they keep these refugees under a bridge like proverbial trolls. No wonder the people outside are so disturbed.
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here?
Mr. Ronald Harlow let me in, sir. I'm Sherlock Holmes, a surveyor of refugee affairs with City Hall. You're Inspector Tewkesbury, I presume?
A surveyor? What does that even mean?
In short, I've been sent to conduct an extensive report on the incident for the Colonial Office and to assess all the damage inflicted on state property.
Got it. Another paperworm sent to count money and get food for archive mold. Go on, look around, but don't make yourself too at home. As if I didn't have enough problems before you appeared.
Could you first tell me what happened here?
What happened? People from the bridge above the camp heard a woman screaming and saw a mass of refugees attacking a man. Clearly not a refugee. When the camp guards came by, the man was floating in the sewage canal with a knife in his chest. Bam. A murder. Big news for Cordona.
I'm sure. Thank you, Inspector.
Hmm.
And none of the refugees were harmed?
One fellow was cut. He's lying over there near their kitchen. He's in a bad way.
You mentioned a woman screaming who attracted the bypassers on the bridge. Was she harmed?
No, she's all right, but perhaps the whole debacle started because of her. She started wailing and the refugees stood up for the girl.
And where is this young woman now?
Back there in the shacks, same as the rest of the refugees. She's been questioned by my men, but she's just some refugee girl. Can't understand much English.
I'll be honest with you, the guy kind of looks like he's about to diagnose me with lupus if I'm not careful, so... Even worse.
Do you have any suspects yet?
You're joking, right? I've got a whole camp full of suspects. And if you ask me, this bloke had it coming. Better bury him and forget about the whole thing. And now there's a crowd gathered at the camp, and my superiors say we must thoroughly interrogate the refugees. At least those who can understand it.
Yeah, but he diagnoses every second person with lupus.
Get rid of the refugees.
I think that both our superiors would rather keep the
I
stigma
never
quiet.
said I had lupus. I said I was going to be diagnosed with
Protect
it.
their public image. That's why I have to waste my time waiting for my people to turn every stone and befriend every refugee.
You're acting like incorrect diagnoses isn't 90% of the show.
Did you learn anything about the dead man?
The fellow looks like a thug. I've had dozens like him fished out of the sea over the past 20 years. Ever since these refugees arrived, there have been people on Cordona with bad blood in them. My best bet is that this thug had something against them too.
And no clue as to his identity.
He had some items on his body, but nothing to indicate who he was or where he was from.
I think I should catalogue his possessions in my records.
Go on. They're on the table near the body.
Here we go again. Number of hours on Cordona before stumbling upon another dead body. 0.
Clearly a left handprint here.
Blood.
Someone bled profusely here.
This is the first crime scene we've walked
A fresh
into
crack, as if
after
the crate was hit recently.
the thingy. What's the term? Forensics were here.
Police boots. Always happy to trample evidence. A heavy boot with a worn-out sole. A man's footprint.
Well, yeet?
These events are fractured into so many pieces. But I know you can collect them all, Sherlock.
Hello, hello, hello. Coal dust.
Coal dust under the nails. I
Yeah.
don't see much coal around here.
I figured.
An interesting tattoo. Does it mean something?
No. Yeah, just put it out, why don't you?
A steel dirk.
No. A
common
dirk.
accessory among sailors and soldiers.
Not serrated, though.
I'd say the blade penetrated upward, however the wound is too messy to be certain. Heavy boots, with one sole far more worn than the other. This man was limping, John. A violent death. This man, limping. Coal dust. I think we're onto something here, John.
Knowing that he's the guy from the photograph
Find out about the passage, everything will go to hell.
makes me not feel sorry for him. Something's missing.
If they find out about the
Gonna be low salary. Wasn't this? Yes. No. No. I'm doing badly at these sometimes. I feel like the keywords are a bit
if they find
bad.
out about the passage,
No. No. Call lockdown. Money. Oh. Oh.
nobody will know anything if you keep your bloody mouth shut.
The cop... Sherry, just look at this. Living quarters in a sewer. What kind of a genius bureaucrat came up with this idea? We have seen some dark places in Cordona.
In the meat bone.
Excuse me, just one question.
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Is this familiar to you?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
This isn't working. We might need a different tack.
Shut up, John.
Someone was dragged against their will.
The refugees have been detained and will not leave until all the circumstances are clarified.
I see.
Oh, carnelian agate beads, a traditional African adornment.
I like agate.
Is this familiar to you?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying these people on purpose?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
I have the information from you. Bruv.
May I ask you something?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you
Shut
asking
up!
about what and dressed as what?
Back off.
Fuck off.
May I ask you something?
Oh, I don't know about that. Ask one of the others.
Fine. Whatever. Oh, this one. Wood.
It might have been used as an improvised weapon. No hint of blood or impact.
Hmm.
The blood sprayed off the blade after the strike.
Good stick. So that's 1. This is 2.
Malpal, soaked with salt water. £1,000. A fair sum, especially considering British currency isn't very common in Cordona. A simple leather sheath. Perfect for a dirk.
And this was 3. 4.
A furrow in the ground. A blood trail leading to or from the canal.
One, 2, 3, 4. That's 8. Trying to find 5. Oh, this was 5. 6. 7. 8. Doesn't seem to be a 9.
The cut is deep, potentially serious if not treated immediately. He is in shock, feverish and dehydrated.
Cool.
Sherry, you know first aid. Surely you have a duty to help this man. You can't leave him to certain death.
You know what? I'd like to understand.
What?
How did our dead man end up inside the camp in the first place?
I think we can find all we need here in the camp. Let's have a good look around.
That will kill, not save him.
Cool.
It won't do any good. I'll use it to create a solution.
Oh. There it is. Right, it's the
Clearly
handprint.
a left handprint here.
Righty. Need the right type of plant. Hello.
I can use this to stop the infection from spreading.
Brilliant. I just need a rag.
Just washed. Better than nothing to bandage the wound. I've collated all the ingredients, now to prepare the first aid solution.
Casually just saving someone's life, let's go. Okay, so we want to invert. We need 5 blue. This one's actually kind of complicated. The 5 blue minus 3 minus 4 5. How do I get 5 blue? Any combination of 3 and 2, I guess. This would get me to... If I inverted this. Would get me to almost there. We just needed minus 1, minus 2. I don't happen to have a 1, 2 for green and red. Nope. I have a 2 for green, but I don't have a 1 for red that doesn't have anything else attached to it. What does this do? It lowers the reagent I'm putting in. Oh, that's perfect. Hold on. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So we're going to invert this reagent. It's the wrong one. Invert. To get us to that. And then we are going to chain 2 minus into an invert. Let's go.
Thank you. This should make you
Ta-da!
feel better, my friend. Now remain lying down and drink as much water as you can.
Well done, Sherry. At least he won't die from the infection.
Hey, buddy.
May I ask for your assistance?
Nothing I can
Idiot.
tell you, sir, but others might know more.
I think I want to be dressed like police. So they are open to talking to me.
Help me, please.
Oh, I don't know about that. Ask one of the others.
You obviously haven't thought this all through.
No, I haven't.
Just annoying these people on purpose.
What if I ask you?
You still here? I've already told you all I've learned. Your problem, not mine. Your problem, not mine. Your problem, not mine.
The guards at the sewers were speaking
Aha.
about taking refugees out of the camp. Do you know anything about this, Inspector?
Less than you do, obviously.
And this doesn't bother you as an officer of the law?
I can neither punish them nor put them on the right track, if that's what you're asking. Maybe your friends at City Hall could do something about it, but I seriously doubt that. To be
Why
honest,
can't you?
I'm sick and tired of being frowned on for my uniform. If those fine gentlemen you've eavesdropped on are in some shady business, that's on their heads.
But you're the... What?
I'm busy. Don't you have papers to fill?
What the shit?
City Hall lubberheads.
How did the intruder get into the camp? What are the options? Front door. Obviously.
We have seen some dark places in Cordona, but this...
You could have called me by boat. Unlikely, yeah, I would be
It's
here.
unlikely anyone could get in or out of the camp by water without alerting the police guards. Sealed shut. I doubt our man could get through these grates.
But the passage.
No, it's too short for these walls or cliffs.
I like the phrase hard-boiled inspector, by the way. Yeah, it is. I wouldn't even fit on an 8-foot ladder.
Back off.
The 8-foot ladder standard has, however, given us the lovely phrase of building a 9-foot door, a wall, and then obviously the 10-foot ladder as an answer to the 9-foot wall.
I'm busy. Don't you have papers to fill? City Hall lubberheads.
I hope I'm not making a grave mistake in trusting you, Mr. Holmes. I hope I'm not making a grave mistake in trusting you, Mr. Holmes.
Beasts!
Need this pinned to find anything. I'm going above for a second. But no. Nothing here. The camp is really big, so I would rather do individual small checks like this. There's a boat. Hello.
A single Malpalbutt.
Ah.
Roadman cigarettes. A brand highly regarded by law enforcement officers. So there wasn't any sophisticated infiltration plan. The good old police just let the man into the camp. Now we have everything we need to get the full picture of what happened at the camp.
But I need to find this.
I hope I'm not making a grave mistake in trusting you, Mr. Holmes.
I'm busy. Don't you have papers to fill? City Hall lubberheads.
May I ask you something?
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
What the fuck? I want to have a save for this. I don't want to fail this. But I also don't want to collect more negative entries in John's book. Oh, there's a big one. Fuck. So, we know that he was let in by one of the policemen. Don't know. Let's start here. No way. No, she was dragged. What's the... Oh, here she's standing by and afraid of the dude, and here she's being pulled. Trying to get away from... Yeah, no, this one's more likely. No, the necklace needs to be this one. No. The footprints going this way were police footprints. Yeah. Yeah. And then he ended up stabbing himself. Because he fell.
So, we have a thug who came to take a refugee woman with him. She resisted, but he dragged her by force. One of the refugees stood in his way, armed with a stick, yet he could do nothing against a cutthroat with a blade. The man didn't anticipate that the other refugees would intervene and stand against him. In the confusion, the woman managed to break free. The thug took fright and fled.
I'm getting better
He was
at these.
stopped by the falling crates. He stumbled and fell, piercing his chest with his own blade. However, the wound didn't cause instant death. He managed to stand, but still bleeding, he lost his balance on the bridge and fell. Before all of this, the man had freely entered the camp through the main entrance. The police admitted him after they had a short smoke together.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
This is the second time that guy's accidentally killed someone with a blade. But this time was himself. Hello.
You still here? I've already told you all I've learned. Don't bother someone else with this, son. Don't bother someone else with this, son.
I just want all of these ticked off.
I've already told you all I've learned. I've already told you all I've learned.
I'm not chancing there being a secret scene here somewhere.
Don't bother someone else with this, son. I've already told you all I've learned. Don't bother someone else with this, son. Your problem, not mine. Don't bother someone else with this, son. Your problem, not mine. Your problem, not mine. I've already
Like maybe there's some dialogue for one of these evidence
I can aid your
things.
investigation. I know who the dead man is.
I'm not
and what
chancing
really
it.
happened here.
Doesn't take that much time to just
Well,
go through
good
all of
for
it.
you. But I'm afraid I'm not the one you need to share your findings with. Speak to Mr. Harlow here. He's the one responsible for settling things in the camp.
You don't even care to listen?
Oh, I do care. And maybe even more than I need to. But I'm only here today to lock the place up, question witnesses, and file the facts. It's sad, but coming up with conclusions is not among my tasks here. You fellows at City Hall do that. Anyway, speak to the supervisor. I'll just stand by and listen to what you have to say.
Mr. Harlow, your refugees didn't murder anyone.
What? Pray tell me what you've learned.
All right, listen carefully. This might solve one problem for you, but will create a few more.
Oh, well, that's a great start.
The man came to the camp intending to kidnap one of your refugees, a woman. What he didn't expect was that the refugees would stand up to protect the woman. A brawl had broken out. In the chaos of it, the man stumbled over those crates and fell on his own blade.
How do you know he fell on his own blade?
The wound in his chest was inflicted from an unusual angle. It was not an offensive stab, shall we say. The refugees didn't touch him. And judging by the blood at the scene, the intruder managed to raise himself but was unable to walk very far. He ultimately fell into the canal.
But how did he sneak into the camp? Why didn't the police see him?
And this is where your new problems emerge, Mr. Harlow.
What do you mean?
You're not a dull-witted man. You know what I mean. There is no feasible way to get into the camp without the police guards knowing of it.
The pile of mess I had to sort out has just become bigger, but somehow that doesn't surprise me. Anyway, I thank you for your help, Mr. Holmes. I'll take it from here. Meanwhile, I'll make sure the police aren't detaining the refugees any longer. You can go back in and look for your witness.
You think one small clerk can make any difference in this place?
Who knows, John? Just one ill-fitting cog could make the whole machine crumble.
True. Hello, hello, hello.
You're the one who tended to our man's wounds.
Yes.
I thank you greatly. The police didn't allow us to help him.
The police will leave you alone now. I've proven to them that the man who came into the camp died due to his own foolishness.
Thank you for standing up for us.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody would help us without a reason. You're here because you want something.
Yes, I do. I need to speak with the girl drawn here.
The dead man came for her too. He wanted to take the girl away, but we won't allow her to be hurt again.
Hellboy?
What do you want from Nayla?
Nayla. She was hurt some time ago. I'm here to find the people who did this and bring them to justice. And to find them, I need Nayla's help. Will you let me speak to her?
Justice. There's no justice on this land.
Oh.
But you helped us, so maybe your words are not empty. You can speak to Nayla if she wants it. But I will be watching you.
Hello, Nayla? My name is Sherlock. I know someone hurt you. I am here to help. I'm trying to find the people involved and bring them to justice. Please. There is a photograph, and I'm sorry, it is terrible, but I simply must ask. Where did this happen? What can you tell me about these people? Christ, Sherlock.
Mm-hmm.
Nayla, I'm sorry. I'm not...
Help,
I'm not
his
very
neuro
good
is
at this.
diverging.
You come here for me, but you are rude and cruel and condescending. A cross. The man had this cross. Now go away. Leave us be. I do not need another white man's help.
Ah.
Oh, glad that wasn't me.
Yeah.
My best work, John. By a long shot. Nayla doesn't want us meddling. I'm starting to wonder what this all achieves.
But she helped you anyway. Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore, we can still catch him.
At least some of your kind have a heart. Thank you again.
Oh. That's a lot of stuff.
Could you help me?
They often take us from the camps to work. Most don't mind, though. It's the only way we get a glimpse of freedom.
Hmm. I see.
So there's a smuggling ring in the camp. This wasn't the first time that someone freely entered the camp to take a refugee out.
At least it was certainly his last time. My gut tells me that we'll learn more about this ring when we find out where the thug came from.
Hmm. Fell as a high-ranking official. Badges such as these are usually awarded to high-ranking officials. Oh, the cross. The thug also visited Vogel's gallery. Yes, I figured that it was the same person. That is not a surprise. He was looking for the photo. Yes. Not... He was... Yeah, so... That means the person in the photo, the violator, saw the painting in the undergallery, in Vogel's gallery, asked Vogel for the... made the anonymous offer to buy it to learn who the painter was. Because he knew that the painter must have a photograph from that night. Sketch of the abuser. It's time for the archives again. But first...
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
You still here?
Yes.
I've already told you all I've learned.
The intruder has a most peculiar tattoo on his neck, 2 lines and a point. Do you know anything about it?
You really want to know, kid? Why? You want to play a policeman or something?
I'm sure you have it in your records, so it won't hurt if I have it in mine.
In my records, it's just a tattoo, as it should be in yours. Ah, to hell with you. Suit yourself as to what you're going to do with it. Off the record, though, such tattoos are often connected to a man named Mr. Niccolo Bernadotti.
Bernadotti, you say?
A respectable businessman in Scaladio. His company imports goods and wines, and smuggles everything that can be smuggled between the colonies and the mainland. His people can be identified by an obscure tattoo, just like the one over there our friend has. But these are all merely rumors, you see. If Mr. Bernadotti was a criminal, he'd be in prison now. Or hanged.
Sure. Oh. Alright, I think we have everything. Yep, all evidence collected. Hey, John. I don't like when he pops in like that. I guess in some scenes they couldn't hide it with a camera turn. And you just had to be there once you got too close. So we want... high-ranking official. Businessman Scaladio. That smells like City Hall. I need to get out of this outfit. There we go. John just painting.
Guests of Cordona, the treasures await you.
Oh no, this way. Hello. Time to hit the archives. I like the gameplay loop, to be honest. It's not that... It's much more enjoyable than it seems if you look at it surface level. Businesses. Legal documents. Scaladio. There we go. Businessman, yes. Beautiful. Thank you. Then we want officials. I don't really have a... I don't have a district.
Lovely man this Bernadotti is, eh, Sherry? Can't wait until we get to meet him.
Yeah, it's solid. And despite very clearly having detective mode, it is not detective mode. It doesn't solve everything. Instead, it's used to hide details. Because the range isn't that big.
Treasure maps from the governor.
And it makes you a lot slower, so it's not really... Now that the crime scenes are getting bigger, it's not really useful to walk through the crime scene like this. Oh yeah, I'm so curious to see the second game. Location. Southeastern Scaladio Bazaar Road near the crossing with Roman Road. There. I'm actually running right to it. But yeah, I'm curious to see what the second game with this setup looks like. Because it's a direct sequel, same engine and everything. So it's probably going to be a lot more polished.
All fresh issues are sold out.
Sag. There it is.
It seems they're not expecting guests.
I won't
Oh, it
wait for an
does.
invitation, John.
Should find another way in. No proper NPC, huh? Hmm.
These workers don't look like your average Cordona folk.
They're refugees from the camp.
Yeah.
That's
That checks
our way
out.
in, Sherry.
Hey, yo. This is private property. You lost something.
I'm here to discuss business with Mr. Bernadotti. I tried the front door, but...
Mr. Bernadotti isn't seeing anyone. You'll have 3 seconds to walk away or you'll never walk again. Capito?
It's in Mr. Bernadotti's best interest to...
1.
Listen, the man Bernadotti sent to...
2.
Well, this has been miserable.
Sherlock, think. We know what the fellows from the gang look like. You can easily blend in.
Yeah. Time for violence? No. There should only be a single requirement for this, and that's the tattoo. Let me go hit up the clothing store over here. And see if their inventory just happens to have updated.
Don't pass by. Well, let's pick something that suits you.
Yeah, there we go.
A good choice. A good choice indeed.
Lovely. A fine choice indeed. Oh, Bernadotte! That's not the entrance. Woman! Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, stop. Who are you? Haven't seen you before.
Didn't see you either, mate. I'm John. Just shipped in from London. Cheap bastards had me sharing a bunk with 2 others.
Aye, that sounds like Bernadotte. Why are you here?
A problem at the refugee camp. I need to report to Mr. Bernadotte. The sooner the better.
I knew it was only a matter of time until those savages stirred up trouble.
Bruh.
Go on, get inside.
Hello.
You did it, Sherry. A full immersion into the criminal underworld.
Hello, hello, hello. Oi, mate.
The silver and treasure, mate. Loads of pirate gold buried somewhere around, just waiting to be found.
It's all right, there's no treasure.
Sherry,
There
look.
is. I
This
just need to
seems
crack the
familiar.
bloody riddle.
Ah. Allow me.
Let's see what's hidden there. Vogel's stolen painting. Isn't it curious how it developed into a much more interesting case? A Dogon statue from West Africa. A Dogon statue from West Africa.
Peen. I might catch a glimpse of it.
Masks, traditional for the Chokwe people of Central Africa.
It's right in the top left.
A century old at least.
This version is way worse than the other one, by the way. They kind of made it twice.
V.H. Grindley Flow Blue tableware. This is what lies behind the facade of Bernadotte.
You'll be really careful here. Sorry. This room has a TOS nuke in it.
An amazing piece of culture. I imagine many collectors and museums would be interested
I'm
in.
not risking it.
Hello, friend. Tough day, eh?
I said the painting is here.
Excuse me, Mr. Bernadotte is busy right now. Sir, you're obstructing the light. Could you step back?
I suppose it's Mr. Bernadotte with our fine governor.
There's no way it's the governor, right?
1875. It's taken a few years back. John, how many people in Cordona have a photograph with the governor, do you think?
You definitely don't have one.
John, what are you doing?
I don't know who you are, but someone will be punished for letting you in. But first, let's talk.
Italian businessman, ready to defend himself.
Whenever you're ready. I'd hate to intrude.
Different from the others. So was the one in the entrance. They seem to signify rank. Niccolo Bernadotti is a cruel gang leader who isn't afraid of letting getting his hands dirty to serve his position of power. A hard worker in his youth, Bernadotti grew hatred towards the world around him. He continually expects trouble and is always ready to make some. Raised in a poor family, he had to work in this field from a young age. This led to his suffering from pellagra, the effects of which still show on his skin. He refuses to hide this under fancy clothes, that he might always remember that his motives and identity were born. Bernadotti and his man have different tattoos in the same style. The tattoos are most probably a code that represents different ranks within a tightly structured and secretive criminal organization. Or Niccolo Bernadotti is harsh gang leader and calculating businessman. He beams confidence and menace. He anticipates danger by keeping his gun near him, but still holds it in the holster. Bernadotti descends from the working class. Being raised in a poor family, he had to work in the fields from a young age, had to work under the sun, that bad nutrition led to his suffering from pellagra. Yes. Despite being financially comfortable now, he still distances himself from the high life, keeping his clothing and appearance quite conservative. Bernadotti and his men have different tattoos in the same style. 3 often used for equivalence, or based on the fact that the guy at the back door had 1 dot and a line, it's literally just the dot turns into a line, and then you get another dot, and then that turns into a line, and then you get another dot, and then the boss has 3 lines.
Niccolo Bernadotti, I presume? The name is Sherlock Holmes, and I'm afraid I bring bad tidings.
Is that so?
The man you sent to the refugee camp failed in his task. He impaled himself on his own blade. A clumsy and chaotic end.
For a man who just broke onto my property, you are more businessman than brute. You have my attention, Mr. Holmes. Do not waste it.
Mr. Bernadotti, do you know the name Boniface Mercurio?
I do not.
Mercurio was a local artist. Recently, a man broke into his apartment, ransacked the place, and killed him. The thief was looking for something.
You are testing my patience, boy.
In a moment, the connection will reveal itself. I was hired, privately, to investigate the recent theft of a painting from an art gallery. My investigation led me to a man from your organization, and thus, to you, Mr. Bernadotti.
That is quite a stretch. Why would I need to steal a painting when I could buy anyone I wanted?
Interestingly enough, I spotted the stolen painting in your storeroom.
I buy and sell a lot of things, Mr. Holmes. Unfortunately, if this is true, it is not the first time I have been sold stolen merchandise. I presume you were hired by the owner of the gallery. Tell them to contact me, and we'll sort out the situation. So, this painting is why you broke into my office.
Not quite.
As I said, your man was found dead in the refugee camp. He was there to kidnap a woman, but the other refugees intervened to try and save her. The ensuing scuffle resulted in the man's
love the little
accidental
focus
suicide.
pan on
He
the
sported
painting of
same
his
tattoo as
daughter.
your men in this building. In fact, it also bears a resemblance to the one on your neck. Care to explain what business your man had with this woman?
You have no idea what you are talking about. I can assure you this was no kidnapping. The refugees in the camp are on edge. What happened there is a tragic accident, one I am not responsible for.
For what reason was your man there if not to abduct her?
Why would I answer? You are yet to justify your presence in the slightest. So many words, so little action. When you barged into my office, Mr. Holmes, I got the impression you wanted to talk business. Now I see you had come just to talk. Tell me exactly what you want, or get out.
It was necessary groundwork for what comes next. I have enough evidence to conclude that the gallery thief, the artist's killer, and the dead man in the camp are all the same person.
Your time is almost up, Mr. Holmes.
Before you draw your gun, there is one final detail I am yet to mention. The young woman your man was tasked to collect from the refugee camp had been defiled at a perverse masquerade party. That violation was captured in a photograph by Boniface Mercurio and used as a reference for his painting. The photo shows the attacker's face.
Finally. That's why you're here, Mr. Holmes. You have the photograph.
It is what your man was after when he broke into Mercurio's apartment, and it is what you're after too, isn't it, Mr. Bernadotte?
You have the photograph with you. How much do you want for it?
I am not naive enough to carry it with me, and I am compelled to ask why you want it. Who is the man visible in the photograph? An associate?
Not yet, Mr. Holmes. Though with this picture, that may change. The man in the photo is a British envoy on Cordona.
What exactly do you want from him?
My business dealings are often arduous in their bureaucracy. A man in his position, willing to look the other way, could ease my work significantly. In return, I will make sure no one looks his way either. A favor for a favor.
Also known as blackmail, the modus operandi of any true professional.
It was not originally my idea. Mercurio set things in motion, extorting the envoy for the most trivial of ends. Money. In response, the envoy hired my man to retrieve the painting and the photograph, eliminating Mercurio's leverage. I only learned the whole story after the artist was killed in his home.
And rather than extricate yourself, instead you took over Mercurio's venture.
It fell into my lap. As a businessman, I simply seized the opportunity. Now, how much do you want for the image?
Hold on. Did the ban not go through? No, it did go through. Okay. Just didn't show in my end. Weird. I don't like him because gangsters are always fun.
In your storeroom. You have rather diversified your business.
Oh, high and mighty of you, Mr. Holmes. Not all smuggling is immoral. I pay generous rates to developing cultures and spread their culture to eager buyers. And furthermore, I supply many immigrants with a taste of home.
A very convenient way of thinking.
I have traveled wildly, Mr. Holmes. I've seen people in far-flung lands for whom my services are a lifeline. Without them, they would starve. The tax on cargo is often so absurd that it would be more profitable to simply sink your ship than dock it in the harbor. And trust me, I am speaking from experience.
Why did you send your man to remove the woman from the camp?
Without a photograph, her testimony was the next best thing. Securing her was in everyone's interest. Victims and witnesses all too often disappear. I thought the girl was safer with us. I did not anticipate what would happen at the camp.
I saw refugees from the camp at your warehouse. They work for you.
I have made certain arrangements with City Hall and the police. Thanks to me, refugees can work and be paid. It's a pathway to freedom.
And how much do you save by capitalizing on their cheap labor?
I have heard no complaints. They seem happy just to get out of that slum.
Why should I give you the photograph?
Just name your price.
What if my price were not money? You claim to have connections, Mr. Bernadotte. Perhaps you could improve conditions for the refugees. Give them a chance for a better life.
Ha! I do have connections, Mr. Holmes, but help the whole camp? You are asking too much. I could, however, make arrangements for one person. The woman who was violated will have her own home outside the camp, solely for her and her child. She will no longer be a refugee, but a princess. That I can guarantee.
Is that really possible?
It will be neither fast nor easy, but I can do it. She deserves it, don't you agree? And as for her abuser, he will serve me as much as he deserves.
So in your plan, everybody will be given their due. Especially you, Mr. Bernadotte.
Seems like a fair deal, no? I doubt anyone could offer you better. Simply give me the photograph. and the world becomes a better place. I give you my word.
What makes you think you can decide what's best for these people?
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
John's just like, golly, please. Barnett wants to gather proof and then envoys crimes in order to blackmail. Yes. We do have some more things.
Please, sir, do not linger.
Thank you. How kind. We need to find this guy. We haven't found any more details on him. So I must have been in the wrong archive. Let's try the new newspaper archive. So maybe we can find the newspaper article. A newspaper article about him. That building. A recent officials. Current events. No. Front page. Also no. Henchman not merely a thief. He's not a merely thief, but also a kidnapper. Henchman who takes on various roles. Thief, another photograph. Yes. I want to resolve that thread. Thread, even. Both, kinda. So now it's the police archives, right? Huh. No. No, it's not.
Guests of Cordona, the treasures await you.
There we go. Thomas Norton, born in 1840 in London, graduated from the University of Oxford in 1864. 1869, started work in the Home Office as secretary. Took a position as a military commissioner in India, honored the Queen herself with the Order of the Bath. Was appointed as the British envoy in Cordona with his own cabinet in City Hall.
Are you able to help me?
I usually have an answer for everything, but not for this.
With his own cabinet, you say?
Have you found anything helpful?
Excuse me, just one question.
Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
His own cabinet. There we go. Hello, sir.
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service, come back tomorrow. Our department needs to straighten out some business.
Did sleep. Needs to shave. Order of the bath. Wine. Huh. As proud of it, he never takes it off. The red stain on his wrist indicates that he has recently drank wine. His clothes are wrinkled, he barely bothers to shave, and his eyes indicate that he may suffer from insomnia or deep anxiety. Looks as if he lives with a nightmare, attempting to rid himself of his terrible memories of past mistakes. He doesn't catch me as an unresponsible partygoer, especially with the extremely worn badge of honor and the overall just like disheveled look. This isn't a person who has a hangover. I think the remorse profile is the correct read here. What do you think, chat? Because like, there's two portraits we could paint of him here. Either the thing he did is a one-time, he deeply regrets it, and that's why he hired Bernadotte to fetch the painting. He never ordered anyone to kill anyone, so... This is the guy who is in the photo. He is also the guy who hired the dead dude to go get the painting from the gallery, go get the photo from the painter. He never ordered anyone to be murdered, though, because clearly the death of the painter was an accident. The hired thug even tried to save the painter's life with the rag. And the way that he is portrayed in front of me here, with the wine stain on the hand, he doesn't seem like he's a party animal who is just like wasting away at his job. This guy is proud of his position, and he's proud of the Order of the Bath, and he deeply regrets. Maybe he didn't even know like that the woman was with child or something. We don't know the context in which the photo was taken, is my point. So I think the remorse read is more likely than the partygoer read on him.
Why are you staring at me like I'm a Madame Tussauds figure? Didn't you hear what I just said?
You blame yourself for what you did. won't be any good unless you confess to me, so I'll try to be polite.
What sort of did are we talking about? Are you from the press?
I'm here because of Naylor.
Who?
You don't remember her name.
Lad, if you won't tell me why you came, I'll call for someone here to sort you out, if you get my meaning.
Show the photograph.
Do you recognize this man?
We definitely look alike. But you have the wrong person.
Really? Then you won't mind if I pass this along to the newspaper?
All right. All right. Is this about money, as you said in the letter? What kind of sum are we talking about?
I've never written a single word to you. Bribery, not my style.
So, that letter, it wasn't from you?
Well, it appears that more and more people in the city are finding out about your despicable hobby, doesn't it? You're in the clutches of justice, and very soon they will squeeze you. It's in your best interest to cooperate.
Fine. I suppose now we have a nice long talk. Do you drink, Mr.
Sherlock Holmes. And I do not.
Shame. All the best discussions are accompanied by a glass of whiskey. But out of respect for you,
Might
I
have
won't drink
misquoted
either.
him.
Respect? That's an unusual word in your mouth, Mr.
Where are my manners? My name is Thomas Norton, a British envoy in Cordona on a military mission. So, where do we start?
You mentioned blackmail. Tell me about it.
All right. A couple of days ago, I received an anonymous letter. It said that in the art gallery at Caravansary there exists a painting that incriminates me. The blackmailer made it clear that if there is a painting, then a photograph exists too. And I should be wary of what it might do to my reputation.
What does the blackmailer want from you?
Money, of course. What else do such people want? Needless to say, I don't remember anyone taking photographs at the party. Up until the last moment, I hoped he was bluffing. But he wasn't, as you've just proven to me.
Show me the letter.
I burnt it as soon as I read it. I've left enough evidence. There's no need for any more.
So, let's return to the beginning. What happened at the party?
I vaguely remember that night. As usual at such parties, you meet people, you talk with them, they invite you to spend some time alone with them. What can I say? I got myself mixed up with the wrong company, and somebody must have mixed some psychoactive substance in my drink. After that, it's all blurry. I completely lost my sanity. I made a terrible mistake which I regret deeply.
You don't say. Do refugee girls often appear on the menu at those types of parties?
It's rather rare.
So you didn't attend the party to engage in an exotic experience involving a vulnerable woman unable to accuse you of assault?
I would never have planned such a terrible thing. What happened was just bad circumstance.
Boniface Mercurio, does the name mean anything to you?
He's an artist, right?
The one responsible for the painting that compromises you. I found him dead in his room.
Oh, that is bad. Wait, you don't think that I have anything to do with this?
You had motive to kill him.
Maybe I did, but listen. I know how this looks, but murder? That's on another level. I had thoughts that this Mercutio...
Mercurio?
Well, him, yes. I thought he could have been the blackmailer. But I was too afraid to make any hasty decisions. There were plenty of ways to fail by making a move, so I chose to wait. To see what he would do next. You have to believe me.
I don't believe people, I believe evidence.
Then look at the evidence.
The painting that depicted you in the image of the devil was stolen by a mercenary. Did you have anything to do with it?
I might be a rotten person, sir, but hiring criminals for illicit purposes is not in my daily schedule.
And buying the painting in an attempt to hide the crime, is that on your daily schedule?
What would you do in my situation?
I would never put myself in such a situation.
You're young. I could never have imagined myself in my current position, yet here I am in front of you. We all make mistakes, Mr. Holmes, and I'm no exception. Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on hard work and uncompromising dedication to the crown. I made a mistake, but I'm not a villain from some cheap adventure fiction. By putting me behind bars, you will benefit precisely no one.
Rotting in prison is the least you deserve, but I have a better idea. You will make amends and help the ones you hurt. Use your connections to help patriate the refugees, find them decent homes, give them jobs. There must be a meaning to your position and my decision.
Yes, all right, I can do that. So, will you give me the photograph now?
That's not all. Naylor deserves the very utmost of what you can do.
Help the girl? I can't risk the press paying extra attention to her. I will do anything except that.
I need to think this all through. Don't do anything foolish in the meantime.
What makes you think you can decide
Oh.
what's best for these people?
Okay. So, the decision I have isn't to put the abuser behind bars or not. The decision I have is, do I help every refugee a bit? Or the victim a lot? And as a bonus, if I help the victim, the abuser's life will be miserable. But I will also be strengthening a crime lord in Cordona. These choices suck ass. So, utilitarian. This is probably the better choice. Because it helps more people, and it doesn't hand a pawn to the crime lord. But it also would mean that if I did misportray the envoy, I would let a terrible person get off mostly scot-free. Alternatively, I would make sure that the one person who suffered is given a good life for the price she paid, which is still too high, but, you know, it would be more than in the other option. I would have this guy, if I portrayed him correctly, I would subject him to undue suffering and blackmail for his actions, and I would be handing a criminal organization one of the most powerful people on the island. A criminal organization, mind you, that already has a deal with City Hall to smuggle people out of the refugee camp to do underpaid hard labor. I think what's going to make my decision is that I don't want to give Bernadotte the dude. Even if I mischaracterized the envoy, it's unlikely that he'll do something like that again, because he has attention on him now. And he's probably too scared to do anything. I could ruin his career, but then nobody gets anything. I don't consider the variation where I just pass the photo to the press a valid choice. That doesn't help anyone. That just gets him fired. But everyone else still suffers. And Bernadotte will be mad at me. And then here, it's kind of just giving the photograph to someone else as the other choice. I don't think those are... Because there's technically 4 choices, but 2 of them are just, like, releasing the information. Actually 3 choices. It's just both... In both variants, I have one where I give the photograph to Vogel. And then he does something with it. And I think this is the better option. Not because I think the good it does is better. I'm not that utilitarian. I don't think the needs of the many always outweigh the needs of the few. While they're all suffering, I think Nela would have deserved more recompense for what she went through than she's getting right now. The main reason I'm picking this option is because I do not want to hand a British envoy to a crime lord, to be honest. You may have the painting.
Almost. The refugees, what will happen to them?
Well, I wouldn't be standing here in this fancy office if I didn't know how to pull the right strings. In fact, it's the only thing I know. The local government...
So what was your
received a
decision,
decree
Nova?
signed by the House of Lords containing a request to patriate the refugees in the name of the Crown.
From where did you gain such influence?
I never asked you how you found the photograph. So don't ask the magician how he performs his tricks.
But how can I believe you?
Ugh. I presume you do believe in my selfishness. The initiator of the refugee salvation will be none other than the British envoy, savior and protector of those in need. It's a win situation for me, too. Now, what about the photograph?
You deserve to be punished, but the greater good is what matters here. I won't bargain it for justice for Nela.
I'm glad that this situation is over.
It will be over when you settle the matter of the refugees.
You have my word, Mr. Holmes.
Hey, buddy.
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
I mean, it could have brought him to justice. But it would have just gotten him in jail and nothing else.
News, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
I located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Huh, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious.
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio. Perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt.
Fanna, please.
I will miss his exceptional sense of humor. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
I found the painting, but I could not retrieve it.
Well then, where is it?
In Bernadotte's office.
Bernadotte? That shady businessman? Why would he steal it from me?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself.
I take it you found something more then. What happened to your crusade of truth? Was it not that important after all?
No truth will satisfy you, Mr. Vogel.
It was not an
He's
attack,
half
Mr.
what?
Holmes. If you've chosen not to tell me, I respect your intention. But it is just rather boring, isn't it?
It is what it is.
Well, now that we've resolved all
The
of
cuts
our
are weird.
outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
No.
Previously you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear, I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine.
The hand! Hello?
And what exactly have you sent me? Frankly, I'm not
The
sure how to answer
sensual
that.
chin grab.
Trust you'll know.
What the fuck?
Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
Delivered to the front door of my manor. Peen. Yes. I wonder if we're going to get anything like explicitly, like verbosely gay though, because of the time period the game is set in. Not exactly easy to be gay.
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
Hello.
Correct. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Emilio Estero. Happy to make your acquaintance. I am here on behalf of Mycroft, your brother. He's on his way to Gordona. In the meantime, he requests your assistance with a sensitive matter. My orders are to provide you with the details.
I'm listening.
You have my attention, Mr. Estevaux.
Mark Ridley, the son of General Arthur Ridley, is being blackmailed. Suffice to say, the compromising material is of a delicate nature. The matter is of no small importance to the Crown, especially given the status quo on Cordona.
What about the status quo?
The Ottoman population holds a certain animosity towards the colonial rule. It's been this way since we took over the island. General Ridley made concessions with their leaders, but I'm afraid we are still teetering on the edge of open hostility.
What does Mycroft want me to do? Retrieve the blackmail material?
No, sir, nothing of the sort. Mark Ridley is meeting the blackmailer atop the old city bridge tower. You shall observe from a distance, then establish the blackmailer's identity. Do not attempt to arrest him. We'll handle it from there.
Saving the best for yourself? Fine.
There's a cafe just over the bridge that provides a good vantage point. Please report to me when you are done. I'll be waiting for you here, and remember, discretion is of the essence.
Very well. What is that? Werner.
What a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
What the shit? Why is there a mermaid skeleton in this box? Ah, yes, I also like the glitching of the mermaid skeleton. And everything. These shots are so cool! Power of Unreal Engine, everyone. So this is what happens if you use the engine correctly.
Just remember something. Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary.
Hello!
I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything. I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
That is a point. Yeah. If it was about work, he wouldn't have to be here in person. That's a tense cutscene, though. Also, interesting Mycroft design. Can't say I hate it. I mean, nothing can be worse than the BBC Sherlock Mycroft design. And don't be an ass about it, but he's Mycroft, though. That's not an option. He needs to be an ass about it. Okay, we have side quests to look at. A very lovely cafe. Overlooking Old City Bridge. Yes! I get that. Mycroft in BBC Sherlock's was played by one of the show writers, Mark Gatiss. So he was functionally a self-insert. What is this? Western side of Old Bridge. Okay. Yep, big yikes. That, mind you, that is a grown adult who has decades of experience in, like, show writing and acting at that point. Writing himself into the story as probably the smartest character in Sherlock Holmes canon.
Here, grab a seat.
The only one who
Can I
can
ask you a question?
Sorry, but I never heard
even begin to hold a candle to Sherlock.
You even brought a book, huh?
And who was designed as a kind of a foil?
May I have... Same as always.
You just don't give up, do you?
Oh, come on, let's get closer. I can't see anything from here.
No, too early.
So we're just going to sit here all day?
Patience, John. I have a feeling this is more than simple blackmail. We'll be close when the blackmailer leaves, and then...
Go!
What? Kick.
Oh, not a pretty sight, this. Head trauma, fatal. Gravity is cruel like that.
He was stabbed several times before he fell.
28 stab
Suggest
wounds.
a curved blade. A rather frivolous accessory for a military man. Shame it's all bloody now. A key, and where there's a key, there's a lock.
No, 28 stab wounds is Detroit Become Human, I think.
Who's it?
The knife is missing.
No signs of life, no pulse. I'm declaring Corporal Ridley dead.
What's happened? Oh, where is he?
Please move along. The police are on their way. Everything's under control.
Is it now? The General's own son has fallen out of the tower, and not without help, it seems. I need to inspect the scene, and quickly.
The corporal? He ordered me not to let anyone inside without telling him. But now... Wait, are you saying it's a murder?
You don't need to play it. Trust me. It's not that good.
Hardly proves anything. Hardly proves anything. I see no connection.
A brief examination of the body was enough for me to conclude that he was murdered by a blade of Ottoman origin.
David
Can't possibly
Gage.
be so certain.
Yes.
Oh, I can be.
It's
Corporal suffered
fine.
deep stab wounds
I don't
which
even
inflicted
remember
him
if I've
great
beaten it.
force.
Played
They
it
were made by a
certainly.
knife meant for cutting, not stabbing. A curved blade, such as an Ottoman jambir or a Gurkha kukri.
I think I did.
I haven't seen any Gurkhas on the island, so the conclusion is quite obvious.
Amazing. You do seem more than competent. All right, go in. I'll wait here for the police.
Yeah. The Beyond Two Souls was pretty good.
Did you see anything suspicious?
No, sir, nothing. Corporal Ridley had to attend to some private matters upstairs. No one went in, no one came out. Oh, but that means the killer is still inside. Are you sure you want to go in alone?
I'm not alone. I have my friend with me.
Your friend? You mean your gun? There's no one at...
Never mind, I'll be fine.
Hmm.
The killer's gone, vanished into thin air.
Yup.
This cigarette is still smouldering.
Matraces.
Can you smell the body odor, John? Someone's been hiding in here. Someone sweaty.
Unless it's a laundry chest. But then it's a different mystery altogether. The case of the vanishing sweaty pantaloons.
What the fuck is that line, John? Aha.
Gonna join the Navy after all. That'd make Mycroft so happy, you know.
Shut up, John.
Atop the bridge tower. There's bound to be more here. Ah. Mm-hmm. Latest affair. That's the blackmail letter.
Exactly 100 mangears. The killer didn't touch them.
Huh. It wasn't... Was the murder premeditated then?
This blade is a naval officer's dirk. Sharp and well cared for.
Another dirk. Also
The edge
non-serrated.
is covered with blood, but the tip is clean.
Premeditated murder. The best kind. The only kind. Well, not really. Too dubious. I think this. I don't know about that one. Stabbed first or shoved first? There were so many stab wounds. I think shoved. This one, I think. No, curved blade.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Yeah. I think this one's wrong. Yeah,
Ridley was
I left that
attacked
by
his
accident.
blackmailer, but before being pushed out the window, Ridley managed to wound him. The killer must still be bleeding.
And that's how the killer escaped. So
what happened? Was there anyone upstairs?
No, the killer escaped. We're dealing with a carefully planned assassination.
yeah.
What can you tell me about the deceased?
We were from the same unit, stationed together at the barracks by the bridge, but I can't say I knew him well. Maybe someone at the barracks could tell you more.
Huh.
Do you know if the corporal had any enemies? Someone who would want him dead?
No, none that I know of. But then again, there's always the Ottomans. They'd want all of us soldiers dead, I reckon.
That was a rough landing. That was a rough landing.
Wow. Amazing, right?
Disturbing is more like it.
Huh. Strange. Wait, no, just a murderer. It's a murder. Usually I'd expect to be able to follow a trail from this, but no. Steal this from a D&D table? Yes. Swedish orphan. Not the Swedish orphan.
That was a rough landing.
Okay, but what the fuck am I missing? My third favorite indie band. Ah, yes. There's location here, but this one. Meh. Hmm.
What's happened? Where's it?
Allow.
Can I ask you a question?
A man like you should not speak to a man like me.
Hey, bro.
There's a nice view from here, don't you think?
Purpose. Run over every child I find. Let's go.
How many knives do you think are stuck here? I keep losing count.
At least 7. Me. Whatever. Leaving that evidence open for now.
You aren't here to relieve me from duty, are you? Oh well. You aren't here to relieve me from duty.
Hello.
Can I ask you a question?
Ah, I know this, yeah, let me help you.
Known Lothario, he's recently ended this promiscuous ways after meeting the one. Huh. Want this to be pinned. But why? Where do I use this? Because like this is the only place where there's blood.
Was a rough landing.
But it's not doing anything. Welsh rascal. Not the Welsh. Yeah. New word. Let's go. Nice. That MP3. Yo, Cordona fried chicken. Crazy. Crazy, Paul. Oh, what did you hear? I'm EP. Nah. The EP. I'm gonna eep. Or something. I'm gonna turn off stream at least. Maybe I'll implement the solution trademark before I go eat properly. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. I am going to see you tomorrow. Not. I lied. Tomorrow is Thursday. What week is it? I'm not gonna see you tomorrow. I'm gonna see you on Friday. So don't forget there's Pathfinder this week. So that's happening. Yeah. I wish you good night and